Gotta look this up. What? Hashtag supplements. It comes in the mail? What's this? Limitless brain. Hashtag supplements. Oh, yeah? Oh, brother. Gotta try this stuff. Frick out of here, dude. Oh, yeah. Improves cognitive function, memory, focus. Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, brother. Limitless brain.
Female kangaroos have 3 vaginas.
Dang, man, I'm excited.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd rub off on me.
I had to go just change my undies just now because I had a little pee-pee in there.
Out of my mind, couldn't get signed. Gonna go streaking by the bay. Load up your guns, shoot 'em for fun. Driving in jacked up Chevrolets. Furlong, smoke spawns. And I never won a thong before. Yeah, right. But now it's time to kick some ass alive. Nervous breakdowns all over town. So ruthless. If you're appalled, give us a call. Stop off the Straits. We'll get Jack back.
See, this is the thing. I want to find out how
we'll
the
get him back.
I wanna
Don't
see,
you worry.
I want to see how the
there,
season
Dan.
ends before. I want to talk to him.
We'll
He'll
get
tell
to
us.
him.
He'll give us the scoop on what happens.
Hey, welcome in, everybody. Sideshow Nate and Mr. Dan
What up,
Strait
guys?
right there. Yeah, on the South of the Straits show. We are hanging out here at the New Leonard Media Studios here in Traverse City, Michigan.
Yeah.
Best damn place to be right now, man. This is.
I think so.
It's going to be a fun night tonight. I cannot wait to meet some of our guests that we have coming in. Well, coming in as well as going to be talking on the phone, Dan. Did you know that we got
wow, yeah, we got some phone talkers.
we got a superhero guest that's going to be on tonight at about 8:15. We're going to be chatting with
I think
Chris. She's incredible.
She's awesome.
She's incredible, dude. Christina Chris.
That's right.
Christina Chris from the band Kaleido. We are going to be
Right.
chatting with them, her, and also talking to the guys from Midwest Skies, Grand Rapids-based band Midwest
Okay, yeah.
Skies. They've been to the Coliseum. They've done a lot of work with ODP and whatnot. You know.
Sweet.
So I'm looking forward to that, man. I can't wait to meet them.
I want to hear what they got.
They got some killer music. We'll play some of their music here after we get done chatting with our first guest that's going to be coming in here soon. A lot of you might know him as Ron in the mornings on Z93, Ron and Raymer in the mornings.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Ron from Ron and Raymer is going to be coming in here to hang out with us and check out the New Leonard Media Studios and whatnot, man. I mean, this place is kind of like a little hidden gem here in Traverse City that
really
if you
is.
haven't checked it out yet, you've got to. Perfect for all of your recording needs and whatnot. And you can come in here and make a podcast. I'll sit right here and I'll record a podcast for you if you want to get your message out there for anybody. All the information can be found up here. You see that little screen up there that we have? It's displaying all the good stuff that happens inside of this little booth. Let's welcome in some of our listeners and viewers that are on here already. We have Angie and Adam, as usual. The brother and sister duo from. It's time for the small town bitch, I guess. Look at that.
Already?
Yeah, look at that. It's also we got Corbs and we got Jacob that's tuning in tonight. Nice to see you guys. Let's get the music for our small town bitch. It's something stupider every single week. I don't know if
It's
anybody's
the beat
starting
this
to
week?
realize that.
Look at that.
It's a new beat for it.
This is for you small town bitchers out there.
Yeah, this is for all you folks that got
All
something
you
to bitch
bitchers.
about. Yep, you want to
know,
to bitch about something? Give us a call right now, 231-534-4909, and we can listen to your bitch. Dan, did you have something to say? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I was
there.
gonna say I don't really have too much to bitch about right now. Like it's been a little cold out, but it's not like freezing. There's not a ton of snow out. It's almost Christmas time.
Yeah.
And no snow.
It's stupid, I think. I mean, if anything, I feel like we're getting ripped off here in northern Michigan.
Well,
without the snow.
In like a lamb, out like a lion's what's gonna
Is that
happen.
what it is? Is it in like a lamb?
I think so.
I call it.
I think this winter is gonna like go huge.
I'm calling this our
After-
second spring of 2018 is what I'm
yeah.
calling it. Because it seems like, I don't know, the other day I was running outside in shorts and a t-shirt. I was about to get on the balcony and just strip down naked and try to work on my tan, you know? I mean, you ever work on your tan naked, Dan?
No. I haven't done that. I can't say that. Caught me off guard there. Wow.
Damian Allen, nice to see you, man. He's tuning in right now. Damian, what does he play there? I think he's playing the bass for Evershine.
Wow.
Who's the part of the last bash last night? The last bash that was at Streeter's Ground Zero, man. Dang, I didn't get to go to that, man. Did you see the photos and all that stuff, dude? You had your kids this weekend?
I did see some photos. Tony Bruce posted some photos. He had a really good time that night. Last night.
Yeah.
He's like, "Thank you guys for." We're like, "What, dude? We would have done more than we actually did."
Look at what we did for you, Tony.
It could have been much worse, Tony.
It could have been a lot worse.
But no, thank you guys
we,
because you guys are dedicated to this show like crazy, and of course, we're gonna, anytime there's something coming up, you guys, you're always down.
Yeah,
you always participate, so. You're always going to get it, man. I mean, you guys are there.
I get happier and happier and happier every single time that I start to see, like, I mean, think about this, Dan. Let's wrap our fucking heads around this really quickly. Sorry, Corbs. If Corbs and Jacob are listening, they're at home right now. That's my girlfriend's kids.
Shit!
I swear a lot. But it's all an act. No, it's
all an act.
The fact that we were able to connect numerous people from different walks of life right there. I mean, we had Donita who won. Donita was a big winner for I think she was the first one. Do I got a booger in my nose with it?
No, I'm sorry. I'm listening.
But the
interesting. Donita.
Oh yeah, okay. I guess. Anyways, Donita was one of the big listener or big our viewers that was checking out the show. She won tickets to go and see the last bash ever. She took her husband Flash to the whole gig. Also, we had Tony Bruce. Tony. He went there. We had another person who was. Who was it? That Derek Petter guy? Yeah,
Derek Petter went. That's right.
He went to it.
Yep, him and his wait, I don't know who he took with him. I thought maybe he took.
Did he have a significant other that he was riding with, or I mean?
I don't know if he ended up going alone or something last night, but I think he did post a picture.
Okay. So he went to it. I mean, he went and checked this out. There was also who else was it? There was somebody else. One and I can't remember.
Who all won? I wrote the name down.
Adam Petrie.
That's right, Adam.
Yeah.
He was supposed to take his sister.
He was supposed to take his sister to it, but I guess it was a 21 and over event, and he wasn't able to do that. So I see that we've got Busta Hyman right now, who is checking. Is this a real fucking name? Busta Hyman is checking us out on his CB radio and his rig right now.
Really?
I guess.
Busta! Like Busta Rhymes.
Busta Hyman.
Like Busta Rhymes, but Busta Hyman.
Yeah. Well, welcome in there, Busta Hyman. You can give us a call at any time if you want. If you got, you got your trucker's clock and all that, I'm sure. Give us a call at 231-534-4909. I still don't know what the fuck a trucker's clock is. That was one of those old Bob and Tom references. You remember that?
No.
The gay trucker or something like
I
that?
remember something.
You remember the gay trucker?
My mic's a little hot. Bring me down a little
Your
bit.
mic's a little hot? Okay, well, people are
hot.
saying that they couldn't hear us.
They couldn't hear us?
Yeah, I don't know how.
You're blowing my ears up.
Dude, I'm blowing my own ears out. I mean, it's pretty damn loud over here, but I guess
it's okay. We'll go ahead and roll with it because we want everyone to be able to hear us because we want to be heard.
It's important. Time to clip me picking my nose. Yeah, there's Adam Petrie with his logic. Thank you, Adam. That's clip me picking my nose. It's not like I'm someone who's like embarrassed about something. I mean, I've gotten my eyebrow waxed. I mean, it's been terrible. It's just it's a regular life for me. It's fine. I don't mind. Go for it. Nothing on there. Okay. But
that was a little out of control. Oh my God, dude. The craziest. I don't even know if I want to talk about it.
Do it.
Be divulging some information.
Tell me
here,
some
dude.
information.
Like,
I want to hear
it
it.
was just stupid. If you've noticed the Cokester, he wears a different mustache every now and then. Well, there was an incident when some stuff got put away, the mustache got put into a shoe.
Okay.
And a bunch of stuff with some glasses, all that stuff went in there. And, everything came out, but must have been the mustache was in there and didn't know it, wearing the shoe around for 2 weeks. And then I'm like, that's the mustache I'm wearing under this nose right here today.
So wait a minute, you had a your mustache was in a shoe?
I didn't realize it. And I pull it out, I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Oh my God.
I'm wearing that stash.
So that's the new stash for Hogan right now?
Yeah, well, he's been wearing the new one.
That's what he's been wearing? Okay.
No, he's been wearing a new one
he's
because
been
the
wearing
old
a
one's
new
been
one?
missing.
Okay,
It was found.
All right. Oh, hey, look at this. We got somebody calling in. Maybe they got a small town bitch. We should probably take this phone call, shouldn't we?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jesus!
Hey.
Hello, you got it on the South of the Straits show with Sideshow Nate and Dan Strait. Who are you?
Oh, God, I'm so nervous. I'm nervous.
Okay, what's
You
wrong
okay?
with you?
I don't know.
Okay, well, don't be nervous. Take a deep breath and tell us your small town bitch.
Take a breath. What's your small town bitch, sir?
I got blue balls.
You got blue balls.
That's definitely something to bitch about.
Very nice. How did you get those blue balls? Is it family trait? What is it?
I don't really want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it? Come on, I want to hear about your blue balls. Tell me more. Tell me more.
What's going on with your short curlies, man?
What's up with your blue balls, man?
Seriously, call
If you hang up on me, I'm going to call you right back.
Yeah, come on. Let's hear this, man. You wanted to call up and bitch. Someone gave you blue balls. That's something to bitch about, man. Go
come
for
on.
it.
Tell me. Tell me about your blue balls.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, well, what else did you call to bitch about?
Okay.
What else could you bitch about?
Yeah, you got anything else to bitch about?
Nah.
No? Where are you calling from? Mansatucky. Yeah, tell somebody else that it's
Mansatucky.
Mansatucky. Okay, yeah.
Mansatucky.
Are you calling from Mansatucky, or is the guy on the other line calling
This
from
is
Mansatucky?
hilarious.
Did your sister give you the blue balls?
Someone's trying to prank us.
Yeah, this is funny. Is it your mom that gave you the blue balls? How did you get the blue balls, sir? Or ma'am? What do you identify as?
Hey, lady.
A toaster.
The Cokester?
You're the Cokester?
Cokester? The Cokester.
Okay, go on, sir. Come on, you gotta talk to me, man. I don't work with dead air. Let's do something here. Talk to me, or I'm gonna have to move on, or I'm gonna call you back at a later date.
All right. Well,
Are you working on your blue balls?
Okay,
They hung up. All right, great. Well, thank you. Blue balls. Was that Busta Hyman, maybe? Or
it was Busta Hyman. Busta Hyman, your ass,
motherfucker. That guy's a dick. Well, thanks for the call, man. And anybody?
That's a dick. Dude, he just totally froze up. He said, "I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous."
Was he
told
really
us.
nervous?
Maybe.
I mean,
he just lost it. I think he called to tell us something, and then just was like,
What was
went
there to
straight
be
to
nervous
blue
about?
balls. Like, it's I don't know what he went to straight to blue balls.
He just
for,
went
but
directly to blue. I've got.
That's like
blue
saying, "Hey,
balls?
lady, you dropped your dildo."
Yeah.
Just what? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that was one we used to say to
Okay.
people, when we were teenagers.
Yeah,
Skateboarding
yeah.
all over, bad, smoking cigarettes, hiding, getting busted.
That's right.
Hey,
Yeah.
lady, you dropped your dildo. But, it was dumb. We said stupid shit.
so
And that's
funny.
all that he did one of them numbers. He went straight to blue balls.
Farts. Blue balls, farts, boogers. I don't know what to say. Just come on,
Cool.
man.
That was entertainment. I'm glad
Yeah,
they called.
no,
I'm
I
glad
hope
they
you
called.
call back. I hope you call back.
Figure it out and call back. Come
I'm
on.
your biggest fan now,
You didn't
sir.
blow it. You didn't
No,
blow it
no,
yet.
no,
You can still redeem it, man.
Yeah, no.
Call back.
Obviously, he didn't blow it. He's got blue balls.
Well, someone didn't blow something. All right, well, that's cool, man.
Adam Petrie says it's not him. Okay, well, I guess it wasn't. I thought for sure it's got to be Adam Petrie. I mean,
Who else?
it sounded like something that he
No,
was
no.
doing.
It was the
sounded like
cokester.
it was the cokester.
The cokester. Hey, he was a
man.
cokemaniac, He was a cokester.
Well, okay, that's going to be wrapping up our small town bitch segment. I mean, is that all we're going to get out of you people? That's the only thing that anybody can complain about tonight is blue balls, or what? I mean, what the fuck is that?
I don't know what people drive slow for.
I don't either. I just
I don't
kind
know
of
why
annoying.
they decide to go 10 under the speed limit.
Yeah, we're done with it. No more small town bitch.
I just can't take it, man.
Sometimes
when I'm driving
just get all
and someone
upset.
pulls out in front of me and they, I'm cruising. I got my cruise control set.
Man.
I'm laying back in the seat, a heated seat,
Feeling
enjoying myself, listening to a little bit of music.
That's right.
Everything's cool, man.
Yeah.
Smoked a cigarette,
Siggy.
feeling good.
Smoking them down.
When all of a sudden,
Wow.
no one behind me, I'm cruising along, but this person decides to take a right out in front of me.
Motherfucker.
And they aren't gonna freaking go fast. They're just gonna chill.
That ain't cool.
Drive slow.
Don't be doing that.
Like what? There's tons of traffic on the other side. I can't pass.
There's other
Now I gotta
people.
hit my brakes. Slow down. I'm trying to make it into town on time,
Got job.
I already got a plan in my head. All the whole schedule set. So this dude just pulls right out in front of me and fucking cocks me.
Cock
Totally.
The
Cock my clock.
of cock block. Yeah.
So I was just like, tap the brakes, slow her down, reset the cruise,
Yeah.
make sure they can see my mouth saying, No, I didn't do that. But you know what? I did decide that, and I might have said this before too, because of the traffic situation and people doing that all the time for no reason. Like, look, there's no one behind me, man. You did not have to pull out in front of me. You could have waited the extra 10 seconds and pulled out behind me and gone as slow as you wanted and not held anybody up. Inconsiderate, it's that
True,
inconsideration, man.
Hey, look at this. We got another phone call coming in. Let's see if this guy's got blue balls.
He does.
Hello, you got it on the South of the Straits podcast with Sideshow Nate and Dan Strait.
Brothers,
Brothers, what's up, man? Who's this?
what's up? This is Tony.
Tony, Bruce, what's going on,
What up,
man?
Tony?
Hey, how was the big show last night, dude?
Dude, it was fucking awesome.
Was it? I saw the pictures of you and Cheyenne. You guys were having a good time. You guys got to watch Evershine, Scarcasm, and Bad Monkey. Tell me about the crowd. Tell me about the whole thing. Take me through the whole scenario. I want to know.
Well, we got there and everybody was wearing black
Nice.
except for Cheyenne. She was wearing white. Out of the whole entire place, it was crazy. Dude, it fucking rocked. That's all I can tell you. It was awesome from when we stepped in to when we left. It was
That's cool.
Jamming the whole time.
That's
Yeah, dude,
very
it was
cool,
fun.
man. Yeah, so tell me, what do the bands play and all that stuff? Like, what's some of the songs that were they original songs or was it what kind of music was it?
Yeah, they had some originals, and then they did some covers, like most of the bands.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
But I didn't hear most of them before until recently, so I'm not positive.
Right. So tell me about this, Tony. Now, I mean, how do you feel about Streeters closing now? I mean, this is something that not a lot of us ever saw happening or anything like that. Streeters closing down, the biggest venue in northern Michigan here. What do you think about that?
Man, this is my small town bitch. My life is getting erased. As a child, skate world's gone. All right, now like my adulthood so far, Streeters is gone now.
Right.
It's crazy, man.
That's a good
Everything's
point,
changed.
man. I didn't even think about that. I mean, it used to be Skate World where all of us would hang out there, and you know.
Yeah, man, we did that. But hey, it's
we get locked in.
It's being turned into a church now, right? So now you got to start going to church now, so you can stay in the place, you know.
Dude, that's exactly what I was thinking too. That's good.
Tony, you're gonna take up a new religion or something like that, or
Wait, what is the religion?
What is the
church?
religion? Does anybody even know what the religion is of this church?
What kind of
no
church?
idea.
What if it's like a church of Satan?
It
It's a church of Satan.
It would make sense.
It might happen. I bet you there's going to be kids getting molested in there, man.
Oh God,
I guarantee it.
I'm telling you, dude, something's going down.
no,
It's going to be Catholic.
no,
gonna be
no,
Catholic
no.
Call
shit.
989 child, the predator.
Yeah, the
people.
child predators are gonna have to contact those guys and be like, "Get up here,
Like,
we gotta check this out."
What-
No, that's
what-
not gonna be happening. Let's.
I mean, what place would pay Doug Street probably, I don't know how much he
it
was
I
asking.
don't know, like
to-
$16 million or something like that. I have no idea.
Some church is like, we'll pay the $16 million you want to have this building because we want our church here that bad. Like, what church has this kind of money anyway to buy this place from him?
That is
Because you know
impressive.
he wasn't selling it cheap.
A lot of fools.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but a lot of rich fools. I can tell
Yeah,
you
I
that.
guess.
So,
yeah,
Tony,
we know.
did you happen to run into some of the other folks that were that also won tickets to this show from us that were on the SOTS guest list?
Yeah, I seen Adam, but he didn't see us. We were kind of by the stage. We couldn't really hear anything, anyways, besides the music, like blasting.
Okay.
And he looked like he was having a good time with the stage. He was grinding it and everything, man. It was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All right,
Jesus. I think that was his +1.
Nice, Tony.
Oh my God,
Doing it, man.
His +1 was the stage.
Dude, everybody was having a good time, though. I can tell you that.
Oh, that's awesome.
that's good, man.
That's,
That's what we wanna
very
hear.
cool. And then everybody, we have asking last night, and nobody. Oh, I guess Damien was asking last night about the church too, I believe, and nobody really knows.
Yeah,
I hope that it's I don't really. I'm just
I
bummed
hope-
out that I don't hope anything really. I'm just bummed out that the whole venue is gone now. You know, I mean,
That's it, right.
Northern Michigan music is not going to be able to live on a giant stage. Not only a giant stage, but I mean a stage that was big enough to bring national acts to it. Where are they supposed to go now? Now the closest we got to go is what, Van Andel or something?
I mean,
or
Doug had it set up for the longest time where he didn't have it a nightclub anymore.
Right.
It was just set up for national acts to come and stuff and big acts. you
right,
know?
right.
And that's the way he's had it really for the last. It's not just open on the weekends now like a big club back there anymore.
Yeah. Oh, we
Used to
got
be like that.
Ron is outside, I guess. Can you go check on
Oh,
that?
man.
Yeah, we got
All
Ron.
right.
Dude,
Ron.
it was the wrong thing to do is ask people that go to Streeters about the church, because none of them are going to know anything about the church.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I wonder how many of the folks that were going in there last night were going to the church after it opens, too.
Right?
Well, cool, Tony. I'm so glad that you had a good time last night, and we're gonna play some music right now while we guide in our friend Ron Pritchard. Ron Pritchard from Z93 is going to be hanging out with us for a few, and we're gonna pick his brain about radio. We're gonna find out all about him and radio and stuff. But have you heard the band Midwest Skies yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well we've got Midwest Skies. It's going to be on at about 7:45. So we are going to play some music to get everybody all geared up for that, man. All right.
Awesome, that's sick. Thanks for the tickets too, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
No problem, man. I'm glad that you had a good time.
All right, really appreciated it.
All right, bro.
Have a good night, guys.
Yep, we'll see you. Bye.
Bye.
There you go, Tony Bruce of Traverse City here. He was one of our ticket winners. Very cool that he got to go out there and check that out, man. I mean, the last show ever at Streeters Ground Zero. It's going to be missed. It's going to be missed by many. But right now, here we go. We are going to switch gears because I want to play some music really quickly, and I want to get our new guest in. We got Ron Pritchard that's going to be coming in here, so I want to get him all lined up and ready to go here. So here we go. Here's oh, you didn't see him? Okay, well we're gonna find him. Here we go. Here's some music from Midwest Skies. This song is called Familiar Faces. This is off of their tour. This band has been on tour and all that crap. So Check these guys out right here. Midwest Skies coming out of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
G-Rap.
G-Rap from, okay, Familiar Faces. Here's the music, damn it.
Around, I hope you remember all that we got. I know that I better be a man. Understand, I know it gets hard when we ain't together, miles apart, but no need to sweat. I'm making it too. Right, that's new. Remember when I come around. Remember when I come around. This is not the end. The days are gone, coming to winter. By the spring, the soul can blister. Will you take me for the beating? Really, I'll be cold. When I was a boy, my dad always told me, son, you'll go far, there's no need to worry, you'll be fine. Son of mine, I know that you're right, I best keep my head up, never a doubt or a fear, instead of pulling through, I'll be cool. Remember if I'm not around. Remember if I'm not around. My love never ends. The days are gone, coming to winter. By the spring, the soul can blister. Will you take me for the beating? Maybe I'll be cold. Summer bleeds inside out the corner. You recognize the boy that is older, falling to familiar faces. I had to go, but I know where my place is. As time goes on, familiar faces go, and I will sing these words to let my loved ones know that all the time bleeds past, that pull us separate ways. Again, our paths will cross, and I will count the days. The days are gone and coming to winter. By the spring, a soul have blistered. Will you take me for the beating? Really, I'll be cold. The days are gone and coming to winter. By the spring, a soul have blistered. Will you take me for the beating? Really, I'll be cold. As summer bleeds inside out the corner, will you recognize a boy that is older, falling to familiar faces? I got to go, but I know where my place is.
Oh, we got to turn up the microphone, don't you? There you go. There's
Gotta turn it up.
Midwest Skies, Familiar Faces right here on the South of the Straits
They
show.
jam it out.
Yeah, they do. They're like a Blink 182, but like a better Blink 182. That's what
that how you-
even
in
Adam
your mind?
even Adam Petrie has said that.
Okay.
Hey, well, welcome in Carrie Westbay too. Our friend Carrie Westbay. We've had her on before. We're gonna have to have Carrie back on again. Carrie was she's the lead singer of Limelight. And she's also got her own gigs. You know, she's been doing West Bay Wednesdays for quite a while now, and it's kind of like I mean, she's a solo artist and she's got a whole band too that she's jamming with. So if you're in the Houghton Lake area, make sure that you're looking for Carrie West Bay. She's an incredible singer.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
yeah,
Ron, I believe, is somewhere on Bates Street. I don't know. I mean, he just sent me a message, and I told him, I'm like, just pull right in, dude. Hopefully he's going to be able to find the house because Dan's cold and he doesn't want to go outside and look for him right now. He said that he's chilly. He doesn't want to.
Dude, I was freezing out there.
It's not that bad though, dude. I mean, it's kind of chilly out, but I mean,
I have a thin jacket on. I guess I wasn't prepared. I didn't prepare myself 100% to be prepared for the cold.
Northern Michigan
Gotta be
weather.
Prepared.
Yeah. I mean, one minute it's just fine, and the next minute it's freezing cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see, man. Okay, I told him there's a Toyota Land Cruiser parked out front, blue house, just pulling the drive. And then we're in the garage, I mean, hopefully he's here. I mean, I think that he's here. I hope he's here. Oh God!
Well, he'll be coming in.
Well, I'm worried now because
no one's had any problems.
Mark, the owner of New Leonard Media,
yeah.
he apparently spoke with Matt Mansfield and whatnot, and I guess that Ron got him a motel for the night to come to the podcast to hang out with us. And sit down and shoot the poop and everything. So he's out there. He's looking for the podcast. He's looking for the place right now. He's got to work in the morning. I mean, he's not going to sit here and dick around forever. I mean, trying to find this place. So I mean, hopefully we can connect between.
I hope so. I'll go out and get him if I have to.
Yeah. Because maybe. Who's calling? Who's calling now? What is this? I got another phone. Hey, Mark. Mark's here. Okay, it's not Mark. Hello, you get it on the South of the Straits show, Sideshow Nate and Dan Strait. Who's this?
This is Satan.
Satan.
This is what?
Satan.
Okay, and you're going to be start opening a church.
Yeah, you're opening a church.
At Streeters.
Yes.
Yes, okay, all right, cool, man. How's that going for you? You've been doing it long? Great, yeah, cool.
That's nice.
How much did you pay for the building, I was wondering?
$666 million.
I knew it. I thought it would be 666,000 or something.
Yeah,
it was millions. It was in the millions. That's awesome. Satan.
Well, Mr. Satan, hey, Mr. Satan, do you know our? We've got a friend down there right now in hell.
Weeper.
Yeah, you know the Weeper. You know who the Weeper is? You've been hanging out with him, huh?
Brother.
Oh, all right. I think that's a yes.
Yeah, the Weeper's down there. He says brother a lot and stuff,
Satan
doesn't
speaks differently.
He's nice and tight.
He's nice.
Is he?
I hate him all night.
That's interesting.
Oh my God, we got to get Weeper out of there, man.
Wow, because I mean, I heard from the Weeper last week that he said that he was kind of he was in hell,
and he was being attacked by demons and stuff. I guess apparently the devil, Satan too. Now,
oh my God,
it's Satan on the phone.
I can tell you guys all his kinks.
Satan, did I hear correctly? You purchased Streeters Ground Zero?
Yes.
It's a Church of Satan.
I'm just curious. How do you plan to clean up all the cock snot out of that place? I mean, that's got.
All of it.
He's gonna make the Weeper lick it up.
Yeah, it's got to be filthy even for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, even you've got to wash all the sin out of that place, don't you?
No such thing as too much sin.
It's too much sin.
No such thing. Oh my goodness, I feel bad for you sometimes because I think Satan gets a bad rap, man. I mean, I think that the hearts of men are much more evil and twisted than old Satan himself.
Try me, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, you got him saying brother now. Does the Weeper teach you the brothers? Is that how that's going on there?
No, he taught me daddy. That's what he calls me.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm just fucking with you. It's Angie Hell.
Oh,
Angie Hell.
It's Angie.
Angie Hell.
Angie Hell. Angie Hell.
Satan from hell. What's up?
How you doing there,
God,
Satan from hell?
I thought you were Satan. Darn it.
You really had us going for a second there. Yeah, I mean, right down to the $666 million.
That was perfect. That was witty. I got to give it to you. That was
okay,
witty.
don't say that's what she said, but my throat was hurting from talking like that.
Okay, that's okay. No, that's what she said.
You could have ended it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So Angie, how you didn't get to go to the concert?
Yeah,
last
you didn't
night,
go.
Man. That's too bad, huh?
Nope.
All right then.
I was working. I picked up a shift. I had the best day off ever.
You had the best day off ever? Yeah. Did you have some Golden Grams?
Golden Grams, no.
No, they're really good. Well, thanks for calling in, Angie. I love that. That was a funny bit.
That was
right
a
there.
funny
That was
bit.
a really
You
funny
did
bit.
it.
That
It was witty.
Yeah,
It was witty.
I wasn't ready for that. I thought at first I thought you were the weeper. I mean, I thought
Yeah,
for
I thought
sure maybe it
you were
was
Weeper.
I thought that you were the weeper, but
It's funny. You know what's
So
going
that was
on.
kind of convincing. You guys had no idea it was me.
No,
I
I
had
didn't know.
no,
Yeah.
not a clue. I mean, even Mr. Marcus over here, he was like,
He
"Is
had-
this
he
really
didn't know.
Satan?"
Dude, I've heard Satan speak, and you sounded.
Pretty close.
I
It was
mean,
pretty close.
uncanny.
It was uncanny.
Well, sorry, I was possessed.
It's okay. We understand. I mean, I could.
It's okay.
Maybe you could be a distant relative or something. I mean, who knows?
Why do you think I'm health rich?
There you go. Halfrich. That makes sense. Yep. All right, Angie. Well, I gotta go. I gotta run, and I gotta find our guest.
Sorry, my demon friend.
Ron Pritchard is looking for the house right now.
I've probably seen him drive by.
I came on the wrong address.
You did what?
He made it.
There he is. He
He
made it.
made
He
it.
made it. All
Cool,
right.
yes.
Very cool.
All right, Satan, thank you.
There's Ron
Suck
Pritchard.
my satanic dog.
Despite the amount of times that I've
Okay, thank you.
tried to.
Most of the houses have.
We're going to have him sit here.
Yeah. We'll have him sit right there, and he's got his headphones right there and all that stuff.
Super hot, but they're independent, so you can.
I brought.
Oh, we don't do any of that on the show, but
no,
I
I
mean,
know, I know,
you
but,
know, I mean
maybe
that's
later, though.
well, maybe somebody, you know. I mean, we give
We'll
things
figure it
away.
out.
Yeah, we'll figure it all out,
Just
man.
as a thank you for inviting me here.
Absolutely.
Nice. No, hey, man,
No.
that's very cool. Thank you,
Thank you for
coming
coming,
in.
Ron.
You know, I mean, it's nice to meet you finally. Well, I mean, we've ran into each other a few times back in the days of radio and
Yeah,
stuff.
here and
but,
there.
yeah, here and there. We've chatted here and there and shot the poop. But now we have Ron Pritchard in the studio
Which one
here.
is his?
Huh? He should be all cranked up.
Yeah, well, it's super cranked though. 'Cause
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm not quite deaf yet.
Okay, here I'm gonna adjust it as we go. I am half deaf.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that good, or can you hear?
Just down a little more would be
Down
good.
a little bit more. Is that you?
A little up, a little more.
A little up?
There we go.
Right
Perfect.
about there.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay,
We
cool,
can do
cool.
this. We got
This
a
was-
show.
This
Here
one
we
was
go.
me at the end there, I
Oh,
guess.
that one's you. I don't
Yeah,
know.
what's up? Yeah, we do have a show. We just got a crazy call from Satan. Turns out it wasn't Satan, but led into a whole conversation that we were talking about Streeters, because Streeters is, they had a big show there last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a big show there last night, and they had a big show Friday night. We were there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
My
cool.
station was there for the club night.
Oh, okay. So yeah, because
All
there
right,
was like
yeah,
a kind of like a multiple types of events that were leading up to the last
it
one,
was
wasn't
it was a DJ reunion party, and then they had Scarcasm there last night.
Yep.
And then now it's all over.
Now it's all done. I mean,
Yep.
well, dude, what do you think about that? I
Well,
mean, I gotta know.
In talking to the family, the family has treated us really well over the years.
Yeah, the Doug and Nancy.
Doug,
there, yeah,
Doug and Nancy,
great
yeah,
people.
great people, super people, and they just, I guess somebody finally gave them the right price,
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
and so now it's going to be a church.
And we just got off the phone with Satan, who says it completely. I don't think
and
that's
this is
who
why
it is.
I
don't
said,
think that's who it is.
who's got the money to buy this church? Like, who approached him? Like, here's $6 million for this church that we want to do. And then what kind of church is it? Then we said, and I said, maybe it's a Church of Satan or something. And then he called us.
Next
so
thing you know,
that was
we got listeners and viewers that are calling us up.
Yeah,
and
It's
saying,
going to be an Assembly of God church,
a
I
Church
guess.
of Assembly
Okay.
of God. Okay,
Assembly of
that's-
God. It's got to be a big church to fit in that place. But
For sure.
Yeah,
they-
well, yeah.
In talking to Doug, he just told me, he said, he wants to live to be 50.
okay.
Said
well,
the club life is really hard.
yeah,
exactly.
of course.
20 years straight.
And
Yeah.
And whether you're there doing it or not, even when you're not doing it, it's still stressful because you still have to deal with staff. You have to deal with rock bands. You have to deal with the worst thing he said was the hip hop artists.
Right.
They'd come in 2 hours late and
Right.
and do a 45-minute show and still be demanding their full amount of money.
Yeah.
It's a struggle, man, to try to be in that type of business. In the entertainment business, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but he pulled it off for a long time.
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
20
And it's
years,
funny
man.
because who was there? The band last night, darn it, they were the first band to play there.
Bad Monkey.
Bad Monkey,
Bad Monkey,
right?
yeah.
Bad Monkey. I'm sorry. They were the first band to ever even play at
Yeah.
Streeters.
I want to put something out there too, just to pay homage that Dan and myself, we opened up for a lot of great national acts
That's
that we
true.
look up
We did,
to.
yeah.
Redman, Lyrics Born.
Dude, I even
Brother
played on that
Ali.
stage.
Brother
Yeah,
Ali,
Dead Man's
DMX.
Float, and we had Once Was I was up on that stage. I mean, it was
Digital Underground.
it was a
what
great
else
venue
we
for
did?
not only
Two Live Crew we opened
Live
up
Crew
for
was
over
the
there.
first.
not
that was
only
great.
for just like national acts, but for local acts to get somewhere with a national act coming in. You know, I mean that's one of the toughest things out there. And I got to ask you right off the bat, Ron, how many years have you been doing the radio thing now?
This is my 30th year.
Holy shit, 30 years, Jesus,
That's awesome, man.
That's
That's actually an awesome accomplishment, man.
That's incredible.
Hats off.
Yeah,
That's
wait,
really
we gotta
cool.
we gotta throw up one of these, right? We gotta give him one of these.
This is how far behind we are. Whoa, there it is.
Ta-da. Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, 30 years on the
absolutely.
air, and has it always been at? Have you always been at Z93?
No, we've been doing Z93 for 9 years. We started it, Courtney and I, my partner, in the
Mm-hmm.
morning, and then before that, I was at CCW,
Okay.
the oldies station,
The oldie station.
across the hall, same company. I did that
okay,
for
yeah, for
I did
sure.
that for 2 years.
Really?
And then Michigan Talk Radio Network. Before that, I did talk radio, kind of like this.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Sitting down shooting the poop with people.
Right,
and,
exactly.
yeah.
And then I programmed we call it the Evil Empire. I can't say it by name for 9 years. They may be listening. I worked at JML and I worked at Big Country. I've been all over the place, pretty much every station here, and
Really?
only one place outside of the market. Well, two places. I started in Lapeer, and then I went to Southern Ohio for a bit. And then my wife said, "I'm moving back to Northern Michigan. You can come with me if you want to."
Wow. And then now you took you had all of your experience from down there. You just brought it up here, and you're like, I'm Ron. Put me on the air.
Well, sort of. I mean, I wanted to work at the time what was the big station up here, but they were moving from Charlevoix to Petoskey, and they weren't hiring people at the time. I did end up working there for 10 years, though.
Really?
Eventually,
Really?
yeah. So
Nice.
I mean, I took everything that I'd learned at every radio station before that and put it there, and then took everything I learned about what not to do at radio stations, how
Right.
not to treat people, and
Yeah.
I took it to everywhere else I've been.
I kind of know that firsthand as well. You know, I mean, I worked in the radio station. Probably another radio station. We're not even going to talk about that, but interning and becoming the morning show producer for their station. I mean, that was huge. You know, but there was. I mean, I don't know if that's the way that you're supposed to learn how to do radio. You know, like
I don't think there's any one way to learn. I mean,
Right.
I went to broadcasting school. I went to Specs Howard in Detroit.
Nice.
And then I got hired at Big Country immediately after that. As I was actually helping another friend of mine move. She got hired up there. Was helping her move, and the owner of the radio station was there, and he said, "Hey, you've got a great voice too. Do you need a job?"
Really?
Yep, I do need a job. Thank you very much. And pretty much been here ever since, except for the 1 year in Ohio, the exile.
Right.
Exile in Ohio.
The exile in Ohio.
Exile in Ohio, exactly.
I got to ask you too, Ron. Now, over the years of doing radio, okay. Now, I'd given Ron a couple of questions just so you guys know, before, to prepare them for
of course.
By the way, who all am I talking? Who all is here?
Oh, hi! I'm Sideshow Nate, and this
I know you.
This
Yeah,
over
yeah.
here is Mr. Marcus. He's
Nice to meet you.
he's the owner of New Leonard Media right here,
all
and
right.
this is Dan Straight over to
Dan
my-
Straight,
Dan Straight.
co-host of the show here.
All right.
But we've
That's
been
right.
doing it a couple of years now. It's
right.
Also
Yeah,
known as Coke Hogan sometimes, and Gil Rivers maybe, or he goes
Carl.
by a man of many different names and
Right.
faces.
Well, he introduced me as the owner of the studio here, but I was preferred to be Mark Wilson, a recent winner of the nearly impossible question of the day.
Did you win the nearly impossible question
right.
today recently?
And Fogarelli's
That's right.
was very tasty.
Fogarelli's is tasty. All right. Well, hey,
yeah,
I'm here with a
congratulations.
listener.
We
I'm here
didn't
with a
know
listener.
that.
Thank you very much.
goodness gracious.
Mark had made it such a big deal too because he was like, you got Ron Pritchard coming in. Man, I just
call it-
recently won a contest on that.
All
So-
she had to say is her plane crashed. She was 25. I was like, oh, boom.
There you go.
Aaliyah.
So
Our generation.
when people meet me, they go, "Well, I thought you were going to be taller, thinner, and have more hair,
Dicks.
and dark hair." And I'm like, "Well, just remember that in your mind and just think about me that way."
That's a good way to go.
And they always say about my partner, "Oh, I thought she was a blonde."
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Raymer's no, she's
not a blonde.
She's a brunette as well.
Yeah,
You know, I mean,
yeah.
you're a brunette. Are you not?
I'm kind of a blonde.
Kind of
I
a
just-
sandy blonde? Is
Yeah,
that what it is? Yeah.
But she always says, "Why does everybody?" She says, "Why does everybody think I'm a blonde?" And I say, "Because you say it that way."
Oh, because she's
That's
talking like
hilarious.
everything's a question.
Yeah. No, but she's great. Like she and I are the linchpin of the radio stations. We started it, and then we've got Michelle Perez in the middays, Matt Mansfield in the afternoons, and we've got a great list of part timers as well. And so we've been going strong, kicking ass and taking names for 9
What
years.
has been some of the challenges of being in radio? Because as you were saying, you had to go through Specs Howard to learn everything in the radio.
Yeah.
Like, what are the toughest things that you've had to overcome with radio? Like, is it speaking with other people, interviewing other people, or anything like that? Or
Not really. I mean, people have always said that I'm a natural born talker. Anyway, in fact, some people say that I talk too much.
Oh, okay.
Which is get paid by the word.
Yeah. Gift the gab. Why
Right.
not? Yeah.
But the toughest thing for me nowadays is making sure I'm interested in the topic, because after 30 years, you've talked about so many topics so long.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? And I'm always looking for something new to talk about. I'm always looking for a new way to talk about it, whether it's something new or whether it's something I've talked about 100 times. Like, I leave the Kardashians to Courtney. I do no Kardashians at all.
Yeah.
But if it's music, I'll talk about it all day.
Yeah, because that's gotta be one of the challenges too. Like, I mean, you get the same thing. I know this for a fact myself. You get the same thing almost in the prep sheets in the morning.
Right.
I mean, the same crap every single day, just different news. I mean, how do you distinguish what is good news that you want to put out there to the listeners, and what isn't a good topic to even discuss?
A good topic. A bad topic to discuss is a topic with a lot of numbers. Statistically, 25%, 30%,
Right.
that kind of thing. That's all garbage. That's boring.
Right.
But the good things to talk about are things dealing with people running around naked or poop jokes.
Yeah. Really? Those? I mean, that's what I do daily. I should get in the news. That should be my thing. I mean, I'm always running around naked.
Dookie jokes will forever prevail.
They do, yeah.
Absolutely.
I've always thought myself in radio, like, I think that's one of those things where it's like, I mean, I would have to produce. I'd have to pick out all the news stories to give to the host and whatnot.
Right.
And then I would be very careful about oversaturating with those types of topics. But I mean, you're saying really that, I mean, those do bring like more of a reaction from the listeners and whatnot.
We're talking to. You got to remember, you work for Rock Station,
right?
And I'm working for a top 40. In the top 40s, we're talking to moms and their kids.
Okay.
There's nothing funnier to kids than poop. There's nothing funnier to kids than poop jokes.
That's absolutely true.
Right.
And if we can do it in such a way that'll also make mom laugh too, or maybe go, all right, you guys, settle down. Whatever. I mean, if we can do it in that way without being offensive, without having her call later and say, you guys told a poop joke on the air that really offended me. I really don't want to do that.
Right.
But I want to do it in such a way that it makes the kids giggle and makes mom laugh too, but then she has to turn around and say, okay, you guys, settle down.
That's enough. Yeah.
It can't be too much.
Right.
And that's how we started out the podcast for a long time. We didn't swear, and now we're just like, fuck shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was the thing, I mean, we were actually,
that was
we
horrible.
had
That was
a
horrible.
reason. The reason that we were starting the show off that way was because we wanted to try to see if we could find a way to get ourselves into the radio world. I mean, I loved the radio.
That was it. That was my
whole
thing,
goal, dude. I mean, I wanted to get back into the radio business. I wanted to get back into the radio industry.
We were like, just like, we're basically, shooting out a show out there. Like, hey, this is what we can do.
Yeah.
Pick us up,
Yeah.
Well, to me, it's more fun. You can go right for the blue, and that's funny sometimes. But to me, it's more fun to sort of dance around it and let people come to their own conclusion and see what kind of dirty minds they have.
Oh, okay. That's a good point too. Yeah,
Keep it clean, but just clean it up.
Cleanish.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Teeter on that edge,
and we did that for a long time, and we did get picked up. Our show to get picked up by
99.5 down there in Muskegon. That was very cool.
Ski Town Stereo got us. And so we still then we had to abide by rules by the
right.
Well, we weren't just an internet podcast.
We were broadcasting over a bowling alley, so there's like families and whatnot that are coming into that bowling alley.
So you made a lot of jokes about 16-pound balls.
Yeah. Shut up! Damn it!
Got it.
That would have been the perfect thing.
We just did the show.
I'm also on another station. I voice track another station that's more of an adult hits or a classic hits station, and that's in Tawas. And so for there, I have to change my approach a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can still do poop jokes, but I have to do them in more of an adult way.
Right. Yeah. Now, I wanted to ask you really quickly too, because I mean, we got to keep everything rolling. You know how things go. But What was my question? Oh yeah, the local music scene. I got to ask you, like the local music scene now with Streeters closing and whatnot. Some of the bands that you have seen over the years, and not only that, but like the national acts. Tell me about those.
Okay.
Like, I mean, what were some of your favorite national acts, and what are some of your favorite local bands currently?
I love Scarcasm. I've seen them a bunch. I live in Boyne City, so they used to play the Sportsman a lot. Sportsman's gone now, but I've seen them play at Streeters several times as well. The Accidentals, I've loved them ever since they were Peapods, ever since they were little kids.
Yeah.
And now they're on a major label.
And
they're touring the country, and they've put out their first major label album last year, and they just get better and better.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I love Greta Van Fleet.
Really?
Yeah, I've liked the. Are you not a fan?
I'm not a fleeter. No, I don't. I guess it comes from me being in a band at one point and working so hard. I'm not saying that these kids didn't work hard, but they did have a lot of help to get to where they're at.
They
today.
did have a lot of help. When they played Cherry Festival a couple of years ago, I made a couple of calls because we didn't play them. They're a rock band. But I said, hey, these guys are from Frankenmuth. They're a local band. The music's great. I want them in my studio. So they came. They opened for Shinedown a couple years ago at the Cherry Festival.
Nice.
For free, by the way.
Really?
They're not playing for free anymore.
Right.
I mean, they just played Coachella, I think, and got like $50,000 for it or something. But I said, I want them in the studio. They came in the studio. They did 2 songs for me.
No kidding.
They sat down for an interview, and acoustically in the studio. And they were great guys. And this was before anybody knew who they were.
That's pretty damn cool, right?
We'll
there.
let Nate drink his haterade, and the rest of us will give respect.
Well, now they won't return my phone calls.
Yeah,
Now they won't return my phone calls.
I feel the pain because I tried to get in touch with them recently. I was like, we're a Michigan music podcast. We like to highlight all the Michigan music scene and stuff like that. And what's the chances of us getting in touch with them? And I ended up actually talking to the European publicist or something like that, which she threw me back over to the U.S. And they said that they're not going to be available until like after March or something like that.
They're touring forever, and then they're going into the studio. But the best national rock show I've ever seen, and I saw them twice, once just recently and once 5 or 6 years ago, and I got to meet the guys, and they're fantastic, was POD.
Oh, really?
POD put on a fantastic show both times.
I've always liked POD. They're dope, man.
They're incredible.
Dope, dude.
Yep.
They're absolutely
Me
incredible.
and Mark went and we went down to Van Andel. We saw Def Leppard, Poison.
Yeah, we were backstage.
We were
with Def
backstage with all of them, dude. It was crazy
that's
cool.
right.
I saw Def Leppard
Daps.
Def Leppard at the Quest Club in Minneapolis, and they were fantastic. The Quest Club is like three tiers, and I'm on the 3rd tier, looking down at the drummer, going, "How the hell does he do that?" Right?
No kidding.
And he's got his own sound guy who fills in the sounds where he can't. Yeah, and then he's got a bunch of pedals that look like organ pedals down below his kit.
You ever notice every drummer has like one of 2 or 3 faces? You either got the angry drummer face, like no matter what, he's just
right,
and then you have the drummer from Def Leppard is just always smiling.
Always smiling.
Like every time it was on, it was just
and they showcased him like he was on the screen in the back, like he was a bigger star than anybody else in the band.
You want to see the best or worst rock face, depending on your perspective, is Esti Haim from the band Haim, the bass player.
Okay.
She's not playing hard rock music. She's playing jangly pop music, but she's looking like she's just playing death metal.
Just intricate, man. Just
one of my favorite drummers right now is Jen from the band Three Hearted.
Those guys are awesome.
They're incredible. I mean, that she puts on a show just playing the drums. You know, I mean, she's like one of the main show pieces of a show. In the background there. Yeah,
those guys are one of my new favorite local bands. I've seen them several times at Streeters, and I don't know where we're going to go to see live music now.
Right?
Exactly. Right. I mean, that's been our bitch for a while. It's the
only place around that could do a national act around.
Right.
Here. I mean, there's the casino circuit.
Yeah.
Right.
They can do national acts.
Well, maybe the casinos will wisen up and step up.
Maybe we know somebody that could talk to somebody about that.
Put a word in.
Okay. Okay. Well, Brian, do you want to hang out for just a second too? We gotta do another interview with somebody else.
I can hang.
You want to hang out? All right,
hanging.
cool. Yeah,
he's hanging tonight. He's on the show.
We're gonna call James from the band Midwest Skies. Have you heard of this band yet?
No, I can't wait. I knew you were gonna have him on. I can't wait.
Yeah. These guys are from Grand Rapids, and Mickey and Damien actually hooked me up with these guys. They told me from ODP.
Oh, Mickey from ODP. Yeah, and Damien. Those guys are great too.
Yep.
Hello,
is this James?
Yes.
James, how you doing, man? It's Sideshow Nate and Dan Strait, as well as Ron Pritchard and Mr. Marcus Wilson in here at the New Leonard Media Studios calling you to see what's going on in GR.
Not a whole lot tonight.
No, it's just kind of a quiet night there in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, pretty slow Sunday.
Yeah, man. Well, we've been listening to your music here. We've been jamming you guys out. I love your guys' style. The whole the Blink 182 meets Green Day type feel that you guys have going on. I gotta ask you right off the bat: is that two bands that are just like completely influencing you, or do you just happen to like pull off something that is better than what they're doing?
I mean, they're definitely huge influences. I mean, they're
awesome bands.
Yeah.
Pioneers in this genre.
Right.
Definitely the heavy hitters, the godfathers of this. I can't think of one band in our genre that hasn't been influenced by them in some shape or form.
Right. Now, you guys' band, you guys have been around for about how many? What, about 10 years now?
It'll be 10 years next year.
10 years next year. Tell me what it was like when you got the chance to go down to Chicago there to record with who was it? Martin?
Martin Atkins.
Martin Atkins. Yeah. Tell me what that feeling was like. Was that like that moment where you're just like, holy shit, we're going somewhere, guys?
I thought it was kind of interesting because at the time we didn't really know anything about him. We found his studio, on MySpace.
Really?
So, they were doing some like package deals, like, Mattress Factory Studios. It's in Chicago, so it's probably legit. We were very young and naive at the time, so we said, you know what, let's do it. Let's pull our money together and go record. And it was definitely an unforgettable experience.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean the recordings that we got from him, they were demo quality recordings, but I mean, we were very young as a band, so obviously we didn't play our best.
Right.
And I mean, we had no idea, the amount of knowledge this guy had in the music industry. Like, we didn't know that, he was friends with all these big wigs in the industry, that he was, kind of a big deal himself.
Right. And now, also, not only we're recording with somebody that's that big, you guys have been on the Warped Tour too, haven't you?
Yeah, we got to play the Detroit stop in 2014. Wow.
Dude.
That one was actually pretty amazing. I think it was on a Friday, and on Thursday night around 5:30, got a call saying, "Hey, we just had a band drop, but we'd love to have you guys play Warped Tour tomorrow morning." We're like, "Wait, what?"
Whoa!
I was like, "Is this like a prank call or something?" And like, no, just give us your email address. We'll send you everything. And if you guys are good to go, then we'll make sure we get it all set up. And I was like, okay. Like, looked everything over after we got the email. I was like, oh, shit, this is legit.
Wow, dude. That's got to be such a great feeling right there. I mean, I was in a band myself for many years, and we never got a chance like that, dude. That's just incredible.
It was an absolutely incredible experience.
Now,
like,
Oh, go on.
Oh, just saying, being able to share the same stage as, bands you grew up listening to.
Right. Now, tell me about the band. Like, you guys have gone through some lineup change-ups throughout the years, correct?
Yeah. So, we started in 2009, more towards the end of our college careers, and we thought, we were playing cover songs at frat parties and stuff. And we're like, hey, let's try, writing our own tunes and see how this works out. And we had a lot of fun doing that. So started picking up a little momentum. And by the time we graduated, we said, well, let's see how far we can take this.
Right.
So we all just got, crappy jobs just so we could afford to keep playing music and pay our bills. And I think, let's see, we had the all original members up until 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And then our bassist, he just his heart wasn't in it anymore, which I understand. We had when lots of highs and lows. Like when they were good, they were really good times. When they were low, they were really just terrible.
Yeah.
So he left, but we, it wasn't on bad terms or anything. We totally understood.
Right.
And kind of got that same vibe from the drummer at the time. Like, okay, he just didn't want to, say anything about it right away.
Right.
And then eventually got to the point where I was like, I had a small talk with him. It's like, hey, I can tell your heart just isn't in this anymore. If you want to back out, I totally understand. No hard feelings. And we're all still, really good friends. I mean, I was a groomsman at their weddings. They were a groomsman at my wedding. we all still stay in touch and hang out all the time.
Right on. That's awesome, man. So you guys are still buddies afterwards, and that's the way that any band should really, move. If you got another a bandmate that's just not working out or something like that, don't leave on bad terms ever, dude. Because I've seen things like that happen.
Yeah, and then with our current lineup now, the two guys in there, our bassist, he was in a band called Woodbridge when we first met them. We actually met them at a show we played in Kalkaska, and we became really good friends with those guys. And eventually they called it quits. And he had been wanting to do something musically, so he filled in on bass and co-lead vocals for a couple tours. And I just told him, hey, if you want to join, man, the position's yours. I'm not gonna make you try out or anything.
Right.
He was a little worried about it because he lives in Saginaw, and I was like, you know what, we'll be able to make it work. I mean, he's been able to make every tour we've done
very cool
without any issues. And then our current drummer, he drummed for a bunch of bands in the Muskegon area, and that's how we met them. And he was just one of the most amazing drummers in West Michigan. And I kept bugging him about it. I would joke all the time, like, hey, when are you going to quit your band and join mine?
Right.
And, he came to a show. It was like one of our bigger shows. I think we opened for Neck Deep at the Intersection. He's like, okay, so let's talk.
Very cool.
So we finally snagged him. And I know both those guys, they're playing in other bands right now, too.
Okay. So
they stay pretty busy with music.
Very, very cool. And you guys are turning this thing into like a full-time type of lifestyle, aren't you?
I mean, that's always been the goal, but at this point in our lives, gotta worry more about being able to pay our bills before we can just be as reckless as we were in our early 20s with playing shows.
Couple quick questions for you. I wanted to ask you, why was it that you got into music? That's something that I would like to know, because I myself, it was like, it seemed to like be a way to escape from the reality that I had to deal with every day as a teenager. But what was your reason for it?
I guess I kind of grew up with, my grandma. She loved to sing all the time, anytime we got to visit her. And then, I listened to a lot of oldies and classic rock growing up. And, anytime I was with my dad, he would always just kind of quiz me on stuff like, hey, do you know who's singing this song or the name of this song? Nice. And then I would just get super into it that way. I mean, like, even today, it's still one of my favorite things to listen to is, 70s and 80s music.
Nice. So that's why 70s and 80s music is your main influence, pretty much, is what you would say.
Yeah, I'd say, like, definitely what, got me into wanting to play guitar.
Cool. That's very cool, man.
Eddie Van Halen, man.
Eddie Van Halen, yeah. The Van Halens. Yeah. Who's one of your favorite guitar players out there?
Well, I play left-handed, so I've been a little biased towards, like Jimi Hendrix, Paul McCartney, stuff like that.
Right. Okay, gotcha. So you kind of following in the Southpaw footprint, right?
Yeah, I mean, It is definitely a big thing. It's like, oh, they're playing guitar backwards just like me.
Awesome. Yeah.
What's been one of the challenges of trying to become a well-known band? Because Midwest Guys, you guys are doing pretty damn good. I mean, I would have to say that if we have another a venue open up here, we got to get you up here. I mean, Streeter's just closed, so screw that one. But let's see if we can possibly. I mean, what's been one of the biggest things that has been hard for you guys to really make it somewhere?
I think the biggest thing is, when we first started out, it seemed like we were kind of having an identity crisis with our music, where, like, we were too pop for the punk kids and too punk for the pop kids. So it was just kind of hard to find a place for us. And eventually we became one of those bands. It's like, oh, they're funny, they joke around, they have a good time on stage.
Right.
And for some reason, everybody's parents love us. So
gotcha.
So it's like, oh, yeah, well, we'll get super into this band. And I think a big thing has just been, like, anytime we get an opportunity to play at, like, a new venue somewhere, it's always been, talk to the sound guy, talk to the owner, talk to the promoter, be nice to them, be courteous to them, because there's so many bands that just walk in with this I deserve everything attitude, and I never understood that. It's like, you're here to have fun.
Right.
And I think, a lot of people saw that, oh, these guys are here just to have a good time, put on a good show, and I think that's how we really cultivated our following.
That's cool. And keeping that original type of a sound to it too. I mean, not selling out completely with it.
Yeah, I mean, there's always heated debates on where we should take our music, but I mean, in the end, with 3 very different ideas coming to the table, we always come up with something fairly original.
Nice. Well, hey, man, you know what, James? I don't want to keep you on too long, I mean, you're a rock star. You got stuff to do. But I wanted to ask you really quickly, just tell the people out there where they can listen to your music, and when's their next gig that they're going to be able to check you guys out, and, maybe a CD release maybe in 2019?
2019, we're going to be working on some new tunes, trying to put out a new EP.
Cool.
We recorded a new one a while ago, just, it wasn't where we wanted things, so we're still playing doctor on those tunes, but yeah, just check us out wherever, iTunes, Spotify. We're constantly putting up new vlogs on our YouTube channel, so
yes,
yeah, keep in touch with us on social media. I did want to give a shout out to Mickey and Damien, OD Productions, out in Kalkaska.
Yep.
I mean,
cool.
I can't, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't even know about any music scene in northern Michigan.
That's great.
Yeah,
Those
guys are awesome.
Yeah, those guys are incredible. I mean, I found out about them years ago, and I started kind of following along with them, and they're doing the same type of thing that we're doing, where it's like, we got to push this stuff, I mean, how else are these musicians going to get anywhere unless somebody's doing a little bit of the footwork for it, I mean, and you guys are talented. You deserve to be recognized, It's very important that I think not only like the fans of local music realize this, but they start to get their friends to realize this. I mean, these bands become bigger by spreading it out there. I mean, by pushing it. So yeah, Mickey and Damien, they have been doing an incredible job with that. Yeah, you guys just did a gig up here recently, didn't you?
Yeah, we got to play their Christmas, the charity lock-in show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just always a great time with them. I absolutely love everything they do up here. It's just it's great that they give the people in Kalkaska just like something for the kids to do. You know, stay out of trouble, come check out some new music, and those kids end up starting bands themselves.
Yeah, next thing you know, there's going to be some other kid out there that's like, well, I was I was watching this YouTube channel, the South of the Straits show, and they were talking to this James guy, and he just inspired me. I watched this Christmas time video that they played on there, and the next thing you know, I'm freaking out, and I want to be in a band. So that I mean, that's the way it's going to work out.
Probably
for
is about right how it happens.
That is how it happens.
Just got to get kids, pick up a guitar and play.
We're going to play this Christmas right now. Can you tell me about this song before I let you go?
Yeah, we put together this thing called the Michigan Pop Punk Alliance that is now defunct, where we got a handful of bands said, hey, we want to do a Christmas EP, and we're going to donate the proceeds to the Children's Hospital here in Grand Rapids.
Dude, that's sweet.
They should get the drums in there.
I think for the other bands, they decided to do covers. Like, well, let's see if we can write a Christmas song. So, put our heads together, wrote that song, and it's become a fan favorite. It gets requested year round, even though we really only break it out around November and December.
Right. But it's you're up to like 50,000 views of it right now on YouTube, and we're going to continue trying to push it a little bit farther. We've got all the links to your YouTube channel as well as that video in our description down below, and we're going to tell everybody about you guys. And I love you already, James. I want you to come and live with me.
And then it got weird.
Yeah,
Silence.
We're also hanging out with Ron Pritchard here. He works in radio, so now he's looking at me like, what the fuck?
Right on, dude.
But hey, James, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to chat with us. We do got to keep on moving forward because we got another guest that's going to be on at 8:15. She's going to be calling in, so we got to get going, man. But
thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming, man.
Thank you for being a musician, dude. We couldn't do it without you.
Exactly. There it is.
Well, I will be listening to the rest of this show. I got it brought up on my computer right now. It's kind of hard. I had to turn it down.
Right.
Hearing echoes in my voice. But it's super interesting. I think I'm gonna definitely try and get some of my friends to sub to this who are in local music.
That's great, dude.
Hey, you guys need to check this out.
Spread the word. All right, bro. Well, you take care, James, and we got to run, man.
All right, sounds great. Take care, guys.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.
There you go, everybody. There's
Awesome,
James
man.
from Midwest Skies. Got to keep things rolling because at 8:15 we got somebody that's calling in.
Let's listen to it.
Christina Chris. Yeah, we got to listen to this song. Here we go, everybody. This is a Christmas time, just perfect for this time of the year. Ooh, it's so festive. Here you go. Here's Christmas Time by Midwest Skies from Grand Rapids. Check these guys out.
Nice.
You're full of beans and so is your old man.
Oh yeah, says who?
Says me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I double dare you.
What? Stick my tongue to this pole? That's stupid.
You're just afraid to do it because you know it'll stick.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I double dog dare you. Oh yeah? Well, I triple dog dare you.
Alright, I'm going.
Go on, smartass, you do it.
I'm doing it. Son.
Oh my god, it works! Hey guys, let's go! Practice time!
Oh, come on, we gotta go.
You gotta go, James!
Don't leave me.
It's practice time!
Wait, you guys don't leave me here.
No, it's practice time!
pass by, I told you that it's not even worth your try. You tried too hard for anything, and I don't want those gifts you bring this Christmas. I'd rather see you cry, and I won't look when you pass by. I told you it's not even worth your try. You tried too hard for anything, and I don't want those gifts you bring this Christmas. I'd rather see you cry.
Tonight, Kaleido.
All right. There you go. There's Midwest Skies this Christmas right here on the South of the Straits show. Sideshow Nate and Mr. Dan Strait hanging out here. We have got the party rolling, and okay, keep on moving forward with it, man. In the studio with us as well is Mr. Ron Pritchard from Z93, as you can see right here. It's true. See, I told you people that we were going to bring somebody in here that knew what they were doing. Because it was important to me.
It's very important. Somebody that can talk us through the radio show for once.
Well,
keep it rolling.
You have way too much faith in me.
There you go. You got the wrong mic up. Yeah, no, I have faith in everybody, man. That's faith, trust, and pixie dust. That's what I'm all about. Man. Now, Raymer, a real quick question. While we're transitioning into waiting for our next guest, who was Christina Chris from the band Kaleido.
Yes.
This band. Now, Ron, are you familiar with Kaleido? Have
Yeah,
you heard
those
of-
guys are great. I think I saw them one time at Streeters as well.
They did come up here to
They
Streeters.
we were there that night, and I think she did like a Guns N' Roses
Remember
cover.
that one? Uh-oh. She did that song. Uh-oh. I forget what it was called, but after that song, I was like, oh my God, Christina Chris, and I was like, this band is incredible.
Right.
I got to meet her afterwards. There's
That's
a
right,
picture
I
of me
remember.
right there. If anybody is checking this out, there's a photo of me and Christina Chris, and
It was a good show. And
I'm all goo. I'm like, oh
she
my
did
God.
Guns N' Roses, man. I was like, what?
Yes,
She's nailing
yes.
Axel.
Dude, she did an incredible job. I think that was when No Resolve was up
No
here?
Resolve was
Yeah.
also here.
Yep.
What another just an amazing band out of the Detroit area.
Yep.
Man, I
Yep.
can't say enough about that band. They rocked the place
We fell
out,
in
man.
love with that band that
Oh,
night.
dude!
I mean,
I'm obsessed kind of with that band, and actually, we've got a chance to talk to them. We talked to them when they were going to do a show
did,
up here. They were
yeah.
supposed to come in the studio.
Yep.
They ended up getting busy with sound checks. Guys went and got food. It just
Yeah,
didn't turn out right.
Didn't
But
work out.
he still called in, and they talked to. And I was just stoked, man, because I love that band.
Be a
Because
pushing
of that
now, be a pushing now,
dude.
be
And
a pushing
their
now.
stage presence is just.
Oh, they're
smoking,
phenomenal,
dude.
man. Ron, I got to ask you now, with the local music scene, you were saying off the air that Three Hearted is one of your favorite bands. Where do you see like the local music scene going from here with Streeters being closed? I mean, it's going to be tough, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tougher to get national acts in here now.
Right.
The local music scene is pretty good. There's plenty of places for the local music scene to play around Traverse City, around Kalkaska, as long as Mickey and Damien are doing their thing.
Right.
Doug Street said he isn't going to get out of the music business completely, so he may still be a part of it.
I hope to God he is. To do something with that $666 million that Satan gave you, because I mean that was a joke, dog. Just so you know, that was a joke. There was this caller that called in.
That was totally. We had no idea what was going on with what it was really a church that was buying them out or not. That was the rumor. So we poked fun at it, but there's nothing funny about that.
No.
And that's an awesome thing, and I wish that church the best of luck, man. It's a great venue.
Oh, we got
This is our next guest
This is
here.
our next
I
guest.
guess so. Yep.
Calm down, Nate. Okay. Hello, you got on the South of the Straits show with Sideshow Nate and Dan Strait. Who's this?
Hey, this is Christina Chris from Kaleido.
Oh my God, Christina Chris from Kaleido. Hey, we've been sitting here waiting diligently. I've been talking about this for about an hour now. Like how excited I am to be able to finally chit chat with you on the show here. You guys got your brand new single that just came out recently, "My Enemy." You guys are blowing up like crazy all over the entertainment world out there. You guys have been on Access. You guys have been on Buzz TV. I think it was Buzz TV, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Buzz TV, but yeah, Buzz TV. Gosh, I mean, countless entertainment websites and magazines and whatnot. Tell me what it's been like, Christina, along this wild tour of becoming a successful musician.
It's incredible. My passion, what I love the most in life. So I feel very blessed to be able to chase my dreams daily.
To be able to do that daily is what you said?
Yeah, it's it's a dream come true, being able to chase my dreams and
Absolutely.
be a musician and write music and touch people's lives all over the world.
That's
Really
so cool.
awesome.
That is so cool. Now, where did you get your start in music? I got to know this, because did you just get born onto this earth and had an incredible voice at the age of 0, or what was it?
Well, I have always loved singing, and I was really encouraged by my grandmother when I was little, around 5 years old. Like when I started, and she told me, "You have a good voice. You should sing all the time. Don't ever stop singing." And I never stopped singing.
Really? No kidding. Now, Kaleido's not the only band that you've been in, correct?
I was in a couple other bands before Kaleido, but Kaleido has been, the most serious project, and is like my heart and soul.
That's cool. Now, are you like who is the one that came up with the whole band idea? Like, I mean, were you like hanging out with some friends one day and you're like, "Hey, you play the drums. Hey, you play the guitar. I can sing. Why don't we do this?"
Well, it kind of happened serendipitously by playing locally in Detroit and meeting a couple people. Joey Fava, the drummer of Kaleido, him and I met. He was in a different band and I was in a different band, but our bands played a show together. So we had met, and then, both projects were kind of fizzling out pretty naturally, and so him and I started writing together, and then Cody was in my band before, so we asked him to, be a part of this as well, and it kind of just real organically came together. But it was Joey and I and, Cody that really founded Kaleido.
That's cool. Joey Favo, is that what you said?
Joey Fava.
Fava, wait a minute now. Is he from, does he play in No Resolve?
Nope.
No?
He was in a band called Robots in the Garden before Kaleido, but he's been in Kaleido. He founded the band with me.
Okay, all right,
They
all right.
played when No Resolve
Right,
played.
because
So
you
was
guys
he playing in
well,
two
no,
bands,
I wasn't
then?
sure if they played together at the same gig or something, because you guys played up here at Streeters Ground Zero, correct? Last year.
Yeah, and we did play. Well, was that last year? We played so many shows.
Yeah, and you played with No Resolve.
Yeah, I remember playing with No Resolve. We're good friends with those guys, and yeah, they're awesome. But yeah, that was the last time we played up there.
Yeah, because
Red Sun Rising too.
Yes, Red Sun Rising.
Sun
that
Rising.
was the headliner for the show, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yep, and then after the show, I don't know if you remember or not. You probably don't, but I I ended up meeting you actually, Christina. You were sitting there. You guys were selling the merchandise and whatnot for the bands, and you were doing like a meet and greet and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what we love to do at these shows. That's part of one of my favorite things of doing this is being able to meet people and connect and
And here we are.
have a one-on-one basis with the fans.
That's cool. I think that's one of the. You think that's one of the main keys to actually building a fan base, like a really successful type of fan base that's going to continue showing up to all of your shows? Is kind of getting that one-on-one time with some fans.
I think that it's important, and I enjoy it. So I would say yes. The more personally that you connect with people, the better. I think that's what life is all about, is helping each other, and I am able to do that through music, which is really special to me.
That's so cool. Now, your band Kaleido, where did you guys get your first big break? What was your first aha, we are going somewhere moment? What was it?
Well, our first show was at the Roxy in West Hollywood, and it was sold out. So kind of right away.
Wow, that's incredible, dude. I sold out show for your first gig
At the Roxy.
Yeah, it was awesome. And so we kind of shot out of a cannon from there and just hit the ground running.
That is incredible. Wow. Now, tell me some of the other bands that you've jammed with over the years. Not you yourself, but other bands that you've toured with, because you guys aren't just some small town, just hanging out in Detroit. You guys are going all over the nation, aren't you?
Yes, we tour nationally quite often. We've also toured the UK, and over the years we've played with. Just gonna throw a few out there: Kid Rock,
Nice.
Either. Evanescence, Living Color, Alien Ant Farm, Rob Zombie.
Wow.
He's Aerosmith we've opened for, Slash.
Wow.
And
It's impressive.
I'm excited for the future.
That is so cool. I mean, that is really cool to be
Very
able to sit there and be that. That is your job now. This is your life. You are a musician. You've made it. You've made it somewhere. And I was just wondering, what kind of advice would you give to any of these other bands that are out there that the aspiring musicians that want to make it somewhere really, really bad? What would you say to somebody who is just a small town type of a band right now and they want to make it as big as Kaleido?
Dedicate your entire life to it and give it everything you got.
Very similar to what I've heard before.
Work.
Yeah, work, exactly. And it's more than just sitting there selling merchandise, I mean, it's getting up on stage and because your shows, holy shit, you jump up in the air you put on a hell of a show. I'm amazed by some of the maneuvers that you're able to do.
Thanks. You know, I just get really into it.
Yeah, you strut your stuff.
You definitely strut your stuff. Like you, I mean, do you plan some of those things that you do, or is it just kind of come off the cuff? You know, like you're just like, I'm doing a kick in the air now.
I don't think about it too much.
That's good. That's true showmanship.
You know, lose myself in the music.
Right. That's
awesome.
That's very cool. Where did you get this newest? You got a new CD that's coming out. I just saw on your, I think it was your Instagram or your Facebook recently, the Kaleido fans, Kaleido fam, that you're in the studio again, aren't you?
Yes, we are. Going to be back in starting tomorrow morning again. We're recording some new music, and I am really excited about this new material. I can't wait to release it.
That's so cool. Do you have a name for the like a tentative name for the new CD or anything, or?
Not released yet.
Not released yet. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, it's all behind closed doors, you know. I mean, these guys are pros. You know, they're not just gonna throw that out there.
You just tell us.
Right?
Well,
Yeah.
we're planning something really special, so don't want to let the cat out of the bag too soon.
Right.
But I can share that it is in production.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, where are you guys recording this album at, if you don't mind?
We're recording it in Metro Detroit with a guy whose name is Michael Martinson, and he's in a really amazing band that we like a lot too, called Boys of Fall. And so far, it's been amazing recording with him.
That's cool.
And it's turning out really good.
That's great. That's good news there, Christina. Now we are. I'm not gonna hold you all night long because I mean this is you're a rock star. You've got to keep on moving too. You know. But can you give us a quick description of this song that we're gonna play? We're gonna play "My Enemy" by you guys. Tell me about this song. What is it all about? What's it mean? How would the fans? How should they be understanding this song?
Well, you know, I write all of the songs from, you know, a personal point of view, like a personal experience I've gone through or watched someone else go through. And, you know, most importantly, I like people to take this song and apply it to their life in a way that, you know, fits their story and gather strength from that. And this song especially is, you know, standing up and being strong, whether the enemy is a person, a substance, you know, or yourself even. So it's about being strong and overcoming obstacles. And I hope that this song, just like all of my other songs, you know, touches and helps other people's lives and, you know, get them through some tough times.
I love it. That's a great explanation. Yeah, well, inspirational and incredible up on stage. Christina Chris, you have a wonderful night. Everybody clap for Christina Chris. This has been great to be able to sit down and have a little chat with you really quickly. And I can't wait for the new album coming out next year. I keep on rocking down there and tell everybody that you know that we're up here pushing the Michigan music scene as much as possible. So if you know anybody else that's looking for a little bit of some promotion, just let them know that the South of the Straits show has got your guys' back.
For sure. Thank you so much for having me on, and you know, for your support as well. It means the world to me and the band, and can't wait to share the new music with you.
All right. Well, take care, Christina. You have a good evening and an even better 2019.
Thank you. You too.
All right, we'll see ya.
Happy holidays.
Yep, happy holidays.
Wow. That was a dream come true for you, buddy.
Oh my God, I'm sweating my pits. Christina Chris, right there, everybody from the band Kaleido. I forgot. Yeah, Christmas comes before 2019, doesn't it? For some reason, I'm just like, have a great 2019. Fucking Christmas is right around the corner. Like what?
That first. No, that's okay. I think you did just fine, Nate.
I got nervous.
You held it together.
Wait, let's see what the actual guy in charge of interviewing people. What do you think? Okay, was that a good interview or not?
That was a great interview.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I got potential to be in the.
You're the interviewer, man. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
I
the
know.
commentator.
You're sitting
here.
over there texting away. You're not even
I'm
doing anything.
trying to work the show here, man. I messed something up. I screwed this thing up. Dang
that's
it.
great.
I do it all the time.
All right, everybody. Well, here's the song that we were just talking about, My Enemy. This song was produced by Johnny K at Groove Master Studios in Chicago. And this is one of their newest songs, the newest video that is out right now for Kaleido. And I encourage you guys to go and check out their YouTube channel. Make sure you look for the Kaleido YouTube channel, Kaleido, and subscribe to them. Watch their videos. They're blowing up like crazy. I'm telling you. I mean, if you haven't heard of them, you're going to hear them right now. Here you go. This is My Enemy by Kaleido.
I'm trying to find a way to fight the enemy. You will never change despite my enemy. How can you blame me for why you didn't save me? It's all disrespect raised under your neglect. Right now, you're the enemy. You always love me back. You always love me back. No more chances, you're out. This last time, one more time. I'm trying to find a way to fight the enemy. You will never change despite my enemy. My enemy. I won't back down. You will never have control of me. My enemy. My enemy. I'm anticipating that you try to chain me to your f***ed up life through all your twisted lies. Time's up, my sweet enemy. You'll never hold me back. You'll never hold me back. No more chances, you're out. This last time, one more time. I'm trying to find a way to fight the enemy. You will never change despite my enemy. My enemy. I won't back down. You will never have control of me. My enemy. My enemy. Will there ever be enough? Will I ever give you up? Will you ever let me go? Can it ever be enough? Can I ever give it up? Can you ever let me go? Trying to find a way to fight the enemy. You will never change, just like my enemy. My enemy. I won't back down. You will never have control of me. My enemy. My enemy. I'm trying to find a way to fight the enemy. You will never change, just like my enemy. My enemy. I won't back down. You will never have control of me. My enemy. My enemy.
You take back over here.
Yeah. Hey, man. All right. Back to the show, everybody. There you go. That was the song My Enemy by Kaleido, band out of Detroit. We just got done
Awesome
chatting
band.
with Christina Chris, the lead singer of that. Took a few minutes out of her night to chat with us, and that was so cool. I mean, I was seriously shaking inside. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I don't know if you're aware or not. Because,
No.
I mean, I had to
I'm
go.
aware.
Okay.
I was there that night when you were trying to grab me. Like, dude,
Shut up.
she said she would talk to us.
No. She was. I mean, that was.
No,
she's a
there's
very,
no-
very
no,
talented
no,
woman.
it
She's
was
an
true. She is-
incredible singer, incredible performer up on stage.
No,
Just-
like they've got a really unique style of their
Yeah.
own, and with her as the head person there, and like, dude, just like the whole image that they got going on, it's a really cool look
It
that they
is,
have,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they sound really good. Everything about their performance was like on fire. It never slowed down.
Nope.
It was boom, 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 nonstop. Like you said, she's kicking everything.
Yeah.
Dude, they're just a great band. If you ever get the chance to go see them, go see Kaleido.
Yes,
and No
definitely.
Resolve too.
Yeah.
Throw that in there because
they're
they're
friends,
kicking
they're
it.
buddies.
Yeah,
You
they're
know?
buddies.
I mean, we just found out. You know, they chat with each other and jam together down there. We've got all the links available down in the bottom of our description down here. You can go and check out their website, their iTunes. You can check out their Spotify. You can, I mean, we got all kinds of different links that are available. So make sure that you go and check out Kaleido, subscribe to Kaleido, watch all of their videos too. They're an incredible rising band here in the Michigan music scene. So give them your support. They need you. They need you just as much as you need them. Yeah, I mean, you're just sitting here listening to music. You're listening to music for a reason because you find entertainment out of it. And somebody who is always spinning the music and knows what they're doing, actually, when it comes to spinning the music, is Mr. Ron Pritchard, who is in here with us tonight.
Right.
Yep.
Hello.
Say hi, Matt.
Hi.
Yeah.
Which actually, Mr. Ron's gonna switch places with me.
You're taking off. You're bailing on me again early.
Well, yeah, I gotta run across town. I gotta drop some stuff off that was left in my car by my kids, and I gotta get up at 5 a.m, man.
Well, I do too. I mean, I get
No,
up
you
early.
don't.
Yes, I do.
You're a lie.
No, I wake up at the ass crack of
Okay,
dawn.
well, I'm selfish.
I get
and
up
you're
at
not.
3:45 a.m.
Right,
every day.
Ron's got to get up at 3:45.
Great, cool. You guys have got this.
He's Mr. 5:30 in the morning.
I was
over
just here to hear Kaleido, dude. I'm gone now.
He's past his bedtime.
Well, that's cool.
totally
man.
true.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I
man.
appreciate it, guys.
You gotta run.
Right,
You gotta
and
run. I
what
understand.
what better night for me to leave than having the radio guy here with you that could totally co-host this thing
Well,
with
no,
you?
no. I mean, he can. I mean, but like you said, he's got a job too at 3:45 in the morning, which I used to have to do that too. I mean, I used to have to wake up sometimes 2, 1 in the morning, to do this stuff.
Go in and do the bits and put 'em-
Right.
You had some great songs.
Oh, I had some goofy shit
at the radio station you worked at.
Yeah, I had some very, very goofy things that I was coming up with, and not only that, I was sharing on the prep site, which then the songs were being played nationally,
Right.
and that was kind of cool, I mean, get a little recognition out of the deal, but it wasn't like the big deal.
I remember your Cherry Festival song.
Cherry Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one. We've stayed with the tradition of doing the parody songs too. We've got a few of them.
Oh, you know what? Maybe we should play one for Ron really quickly
You
because
should.
I'm sure that he hasn't heard. Do you know who Coke Hogan is?
Oh, of course.
You know who Coke Hogan is?
Yes.
You've heard of the Cokester, huh?
Yeah.
We made a. You know the Hulk Hogan's original.
I'm a true American.
I'm a true American.
Yes.
Turn it into this.
Coke is your right. Live the Coke life.
Nice to see you.
I listen to you, bro, and I like you. I appreciate you coming on here.
I appreciate the invite.
You know you're gonna drink Coke until the day you die. Oh yeah! If you wanna be a Cokester, I'm cool with that. Because soon you're gonna be a Coke-a-maniac. Come on! I'm a Coke drinking American. See me from the bottle or from the can. I'm a Coke drinking American. Right, Coke is your right. Live the Coke life.
There's a little bit of the Coke drinking American. Goofy shit that we come up here on the show there, Ron.
Well, you gotta love the Coke, the liquid, not the white stuff.
Right. Yeah, the Coca-Cola is
Yes.
what we like to that we're promoting out here. Tell me, I wanted to ask you, I mean, since we're sitting here, and I don't think that we've gotten to the complete meat and potatoes of your career in radio.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of one of the questions that I was going to ask you now. Some of the goofiest things. What was like one of the goofiest moment that you had ever noticed? Like when you have like a national act that's coming in or anything like that. Have you had any just completely off the wall type things that have happened? I would love to know.
I had a band one time that came in. I don't know if you're familiar with Blessed Union of Souls.
Yes, I've heard of them. Yep.
All right. So back when I was working at the Evil Empire, they came in for a show at one of the casinos, and we were sponsoring the show. I expected these guys to be in for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or whatever. They stayed for the whole show.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. No, it was cool. I mean, it's cool because these guys were great, and it was the original band. Nowadays, it's just the lead singer that's left in the band, and he's got other people with him, and they still call it Blessed Union of Souls.
Yeah.
But this was when they were hot back in the 90s. And they were making coffee, they were answering phones, sending, receiving faxes, things like that. Just doing office work and stuff. And it was great because they pulled in like a beat up Winnebago.
Right.
And then by the time, and this was at the time the Hey Leonardo song was out. She Likes Me for Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So it was kind of at their career arc, and yet they pulled in a beat up Winnebago.
That's weird.
And I'm thinking to myself, gee, I hope these guys make it ever, because they had a few top 10 hits at that point.
Yeah.
But they decided to spend the whole show with us because we got them pizza and coffee and everything else.
Right,
and they just didn't want to leave, and that was cool because they were nice guys. But they dropped an F-bomb on the air.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. No,
Yeah.
You got the dump buttons there, right? I mean,
no,
you got to dump.
no.
You got to dump.
Well, no, we said, okay, we'll be back in just a minute with more Blessed Union of Souls, maybe.
Oh my God.
Oh,
that would be so scary. I mean, I seriously, because in my radio days, we, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but my ex-wife ended up calling in.
I do remember. I heard that.
Oh yeah,
I heard
that was gold.
I heard that live on the air. I remember the host of the show.
Yeah.
It was around Christmas time, and you had to work.
Yeah.
And she was pissed.
Oh yeah.
That you had to work.
Yep.
And she said, that's not the way it's supposed to be. He's supposed to be at home with his kids. And the host was like, and we're not going to name the host of the radio station.
Yeah.
No, but the host was like, look, he's got to pay his dues in radio just like everybody else. I can't tell you how many Christmases I've worked. I can't tell you how many family things I've missed. If he wants to be serious about radio, he's got to do this. And you were the low man on the totem pole at the time.
Yep.
And I agree with him 100%. That's the way it should be in radio. However, a lot of people's wives and girlfriends don't see it that way.
Right. No, and not only that, I think that what it is like people kind of believe that when you get into radio, it's like a regular job.
No.
It's not.
No.
I mean, you have to live radio. Do you not live, eat, breathe, and sleep it?
Not as much as I used to, because when I was program director at the Evil Empire, it kind of all consumed me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I became program director at Z93. Thank you to Midwestern Broadcasting and all the people around me, because these guys are awesome. Completely the opposite experience of what I've had before, ever, anywhere. And my wife said, look, if you're going to do this, then you can't be like you were before. You can't let this consume you. You have tuned out your family. You've tuned out everything, and this is all consuming. You have to have a life too.
Right. Yeah.
And so
that's great.
I've done my best. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've done my best to have a life and not, and now the kids are all grown and moved out and all that. Now it's just she and I. So we're empty nesters at this point.
Oh, wow.
So now I have to be super focused. I mean, I had to be super focused anyway.
Yeah.
But I took. She never threatened to leave or anything like that. But she said, "Look, you've got to do this for the sake of your family."
Right.
She said, "You're working for the sake of your family, and I get it, but you've got to do this."
Right, because there is that tough thing, I mean, how do you determine when you're Ron on the air and Ron at home?
Right.
I mean, was that happening? I mean, was that kind of something that
it wasn't so much that was happening. It's just that much like Doug Street told me about Streeters, that it's all consuming. That even when he's not at Streeters, he's working at Streeters because he's dealing with bands, he's dealing with liquor licenses, he's dealing with employees, he's dealing with people's egos, he's dealing with all kinds of things. When he's not even in the club, he's still at the club.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of the same way with me at the radio station. When I'm not at the radio station, I may as well have been at the radio station because my focus was not where it needed to be.
And that is a difficult thing. I mean, I had that tough thing too, and I have to say maybe the ex-wife was a little right, with a few things. because it was completely consuming every single minute of every day.
But at that point in your radio career, though, it kind of almost has to.
Right, because if you want to go somewhere.
If you want to go somewhere, then you've got to get to the point where you can say, yeah, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do this with my family instead, and you can find somebody else to do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I got sick and tired of driving the company vehicle. I mean, that was like the one thing that
I remember the very first time I met you was at a pizza place that isn't there anymore. It's now a juice place here in Traverse City.
Which one was
that?
that?
It's now Press on Juice. I don't remember what it was called before when it was a pizza place.
Okay, was it the BC's?
No, it was an independent owned pizza place over on 8th Street, 8th and Garfield.
Oh, the Crusteds or
no.
The Domino's?
No, it wasn't a national. It was a local Bay's Pizza or something, I think is what it was called. And you were setting up the thing for the
machine,
for remote broadcast there, and I was just finishing up, so I was just leaving, and you were just starting.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, now, gosh, it's like a bad Celine Dion song. It's all coming back to me.
It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah.
That's the first time I met you. But then after I heard that call that got played on the air with your wife, next thing I heard was, well, Sideshow Nate's not with us anymore. All of his stuff was out on the front porch.
Well, there was a lot of theater of the mind that worked in that old place, you know?
Right.
I don't know if you remember one of my first bits that I ever did was I was supposedly blowing an air horn all through northern Michigan.
Yes.
We ended up getting the DNR called. We had state police that were in there. We had people that really believed that I was out in the fucking northern Michigan woods blowing an air horn to let the deer know that people were hunting them. It was on opening day of gun season.
Yeah.
We never left the studio parking lot. It was, I would say it was hilarious.
Well, in the I think it was the fall of the Creepy Clown episode where people were seeing creepy clowns everywhere.
Yeah.
We sent a creepy clown walking through downtown Traverse City.
Oh, how did that work?
Oh, people hated us. There was a coffee shop downtown Traverse City that locked all their doors and like hid behind the counters because this guy in a clown suit, super tall. You know him.
Oh, okay.
He was just Pickles the Clown.
Pickles, yes, from
Screams in the Dark.
Right.
Yep. So Pickles was walking through downtown Traverse City. He was up on the pedestrian bridge.
That's perfect.
Up on the pedestrian bridge by the state park dancing. And people were they called the police, and the police called us, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, I can remember some really crazy, goofy things where people believed that it was real, but it was never real. What do you think makes that happen in a person's mind? You know, like, is it the power of radio? Because there is some sort of a power where you are a media outlet that is delivering news to people, and they just fall into that. Like, how does that?
Well, it goes back to the Orson Welles War of the World. It's theater of the mind.
Yeah.
It's whatever your mind imagines is what happens. I mean, people believe what they want to believe.
Right.
We'll tell people, okay, here's where you pick up your tickets. Pick up your tickets at the ticket window. They'll be in your name. It's at will call. Mm-hmm. We'll have them there. And then they'll call the radio station like 2 hours later and go, am I supposed to pick them up at the radio station?
Explain it to you.
Right. No, so people hear what they want to hear, and that's there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to roll with it.
Right.
But sometimes you can make a theater of the mind fun thing out of it. One of the things that you guys did that people still talk about.
Mall of the Worlds?
I don't know about
Mushroom hunting license?
That one, and the other one is sending somebody to a school.
Oh, God, yes, that was... And did you know that was actually all the audio that you heard in that...
was produced.
I created it all.
Yeah.
I was sitting right there making it all behind the scenes.
Right.
Never left the booth.
Right.
I mean, we were in the booth the entire frickin' time.
Right.
It was great, dude. But I mean
that's all fun stuff, but sometimes people take it seriously,
right?
And in the end, you kind of want that, but you don't want to make people hate you either.
That is the teetering on the edge of right or wrong, right? Then, yeah, definitely. Now we were kind of getting to the point where, getting on the air and off the air. What is Ron Pritchard like off the air? Am I asking the right man right now?
Probably could ask my wife. I'm pretty.
What's her number? We'll call her right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty humble, actually. I'm pretty. Yeah. There isn't much that I need. You know what I mean? I live in an area where it's sort of away from everything,
mm-hmm.
and so I need to turn the radio off for a while, and I need quiet for a while. Sometimes I need TV. sometimes I need something besides music. I listen to a lot of talk radio because I used to do talk radio.
Right.
So I like to kind of keep in case that ever happens again, the company I work for does have a talk radio station. So in case I'm ever called to do that again, I know how to do it.
Right, you're still able to do what? Yeah, your talent for the most part.
My favorite thing is I love blackjack.
Really, you're a gambling man.
Just blackjack, because
blackjack?
those are the best odds in the house. I've been told 49 to 51%. So
really,
yeah. So I play blackjack as much as I can, not as much as I used to, but to sort of decompress and I like to go to movies. And concerts. Live music is like I'd go to Streeters even when I didn't need to go to Streeters. My wife was like, "You're going to Streeters again?" I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean, live music. Hello."
Right. Yeah, no, I have to say it's just incredible that you have been able to make it through the radio world for 30 years.
Yeah.
I mean, we seem to have a lot of those in Northern Michigan. We've got that one other program director on that other station. We have another guy who just decided to go and run for Senate.
Right.
Or, I think it's incredible. What is next for you? Like, if you ever, are you going to retire in radio, or do you have bigger dreams than just this right
Well,
here?
I'm not going to run for anything because it'd be there'd be too many things people could dig up.
Right.
If you really wanted to, go ahead and try, I suppose. But I'm a pretty open book though, so everything I've ever done has kind of been out there. If you were to look at my Facebook page, you would go, "Oh wow, that guy's on the radio."
Yeah, do you ever? I just see this all the time on Facebook because I follow you diligently. People get pissed off at everything you say. What the fuck is with that, dude?
Yeah.
Like, why? Well, I just don't get it.
It's only really a couple of people that do. I mean, and it's funny because I have a policy that if we have a disagreement on Facebook about anything, I don't care if it's politics or music or what I had for lunch that day, I'm not going to drop you as a friend.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Because to me, it's just BS.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just. And a lot of the stuff I put on Facebook, too, is to get a reaction. Mm-hmm. Okay? Everything that I put on there, I do believe. Mm-hmm. But if I didn't want some sort of a reaction, whether it's positive or negative or whatever, I wouldn't put it there.
Right. Okay.
Because that's why people do things on Facebook, is to get some sort of a reaction. You don't want to put things up there that people go, and move along.
Yeah.
But people, I don't know, most of my friends... Most of the people I know on Facebook tend to agree with me in my political beliefs and my taste in music and whatever else I put up there. But there's a few, I call them trolls, and there are some people that I've actually went to school with back in the day that have come out and said, "No, that's not cool," and they either. I don't know how many people have unfollowed me, but I've never unfollowed anyone because of a disagreement.
Yeah, I don't get it, because it seems like to me, I see Facebook as number one. I mean, where the direction that it seems to be going is mainly advertising.
Yeah.
It seems to be like a free advertising tool out there, and Facebook tries to develop their algorithm around the advertising, but people still find a way to do it, which is brilliant, I think, and if you ask me. And number two, entertainment. Yeah. It's just entertainment, but people get so butthurt over,
they do.
I mean,
Yeah.
You said this,
right.
and I said that. It's just...
and we have to worry more and more about what we say on the air, too, because we could make a completely innocent comment about something, and, ha-ha, he, and then, Z93 hit the jingle, go into the commercial break.
Yep.
Right? And then somebody a couple hours later, or a couple hours after the show, or maybe a day or two after the show, will write to us, or they'll write to my boss, or they'll write to somebody, and they'll say, what did you mean by when you said this?
It's like a bunch of freaking kids like trying to tell on each other,
Yeah.
Like,
but
it's
it's okay, because I try to make lemonade out of lemons. You know what I mean? I always try to be diplomatic with the person.
Yeah.
And if we really did upset them, we say, "We're sorry. We didn't mean to upset you. We apologize. We hope you continue to listen." If they continue then to go back at us about, "Well, you should do this and you should do this and you suck because you did this," or whatever, then I go, "Don't make me send you a kitten."
Right at this point.
What I'll do is I'll send them a picture of a nice cuddly kitten. Just because I think they need a kitten to just kind of chill out.
Right.
And a kitten and a smiley face, and that usually ends it.
Wow. So wait, seriously? You
Yeah.
sent him a photo of a cat?
A photo of a kitten. It's got to be a kitten. Because I've had one person I sent him a cat one time. I said, "I'm going to send you a kitten if you keep this up." So they kept it up, and I sent them a cat. And they said, "This is not a kitten. This is a cat."
Oh, my God.
So I had to send him a kitten.
It is very odd the way that the masses work against the media.
Yeah.
You know, like you're saying right there. You know, I mean, you got to be so very, very careful of who you're going to offend next. I've always ran with the old philosophy of you can always please some of the people and sometimes please all the people, but you're never going to always please all the people.
No, and if you try to please everyone, you're not going to please anyone.
No, yeah, I mean, then you're just becoming a shell of a man, if anything. You know,
Well,
I mean,
right. And I learned a long time ago in talk radio. I tried to go on and do the talk radio thing and not be controversial or not really controversial is not the right word, not have an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
To just say, yeah, okay, I agree with that, and yeah, I agree with that. And yeah. So people, they have no reason to listen then.
Right.
If you don't believe in something, then you believe in nothing, and people won't take you seriously. Or if you try to fake it, if you say, yeah, I believe in this, and you don't really believe in this,
right.
then people, they can see right through that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
No, that's I tell you what, Ron, you're giving me advice like you wouldn't believe over here on this side of the microphone.
Yeah, I mean, I stand for this. Courtney Raymer, my partner, stands for this. We sometimes agree on things. Most of the time, we don't agree on things, but it's where we don't agree. And our show doesn't get political at all.
Thank God.
Right. Top 40 Radio is not the place for politics.
No.
However, we do have a great entertainment prep service that does an awesome Trump. And I wish I could play it more, but I can't because people get so butthurt about like, yay, you made fun of Trump, or grr, you made fun of Trump. You're not, whatever. Whereas I remember we had the same service did a great Obama, and when Obama was president, we played him all the time because everybody seemed to love Obama.
Mm-hmm.
I had this one guy call me up and said, hey, I don't remember you making fun of George W. Bush when he was president. You make fun of Obama all the time. And I said, well, look, we're equal opportunity offenders. I said, if we had been on the air when George W. Bush was on the air, we would have made fun of him too.
Yeah.
But we do it in a nice, not in a hateful way. Like Saturday Night Live.
Exactly.
Saturday Night Live
gonna say.
is hateful.
Yeah. I mean, they pull all the punches.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just they don't give a shit.
Then they don't, and they're not funny anymore, and they don't do it in a nice way.
Yeah, they're not like the 80s,
80s
and
or
90s,
even 90s,
you know, like
right.
SNL.
So we try not to be this. We try not to do that. We try to do it. If we do it at all, we try to do it in a nice, funny way.
Right.
Where, everybody knows we're poking fun. We're just having fun. We're not serious.
Right. Yeah.
This is the place to get the laughs.
That's what we used to try to do on the radio too. Is I mean, that was one of the things that was being grilled into me behind the scenes because my job was always produce it was actually I want one parody song every single day. Fuck,
that's tough.
How am I supposed to come up with that? You know, but I would do it. I started pulling that off every single day. I'm sitting there pulling out another parody song and having to just teeter on what I should and shouldn't say because there's some things that rhyme perfectly and they're just not going to go over well on the air.
Well, the Beatles used to get mad when they had to write 6 songs a year for other people. That was part of their contract. And you had to do a song a day.
Yeah, that was my every single day. Every single freaking day, dude.
Right.
And then show up on Christmas. It was just
exactly.
it was hell.
And then have your wife call in and scream at the host, and then have your stuff out on the porch.
Right, yeah. And some of that was true, and it ended up being true, which I don't mind now. Really, dude, I'm so freaking glad. Well, thank you so much, Ron, for coming in tonight. We are at about the bewitching hour, I like to call it. This is when I like to remind everybody, I like to thank all of our guests that came on. We had, of course, Mr. Ron Pritchard for coming in here, man, taking the time out. I guess that you got a motel room, didn't you?
I did, so I don't have to go all the way back home.
Oh my God! I feel so amazingly privileged to be able to have you in the studio.
It's
tonight,
okay.
It
keeps me from having to get up at 3:45 in the morning. So
right now you're gonna get up this early.
Like 5.
Yeah, that's great. Also, we had James from Midwest Skies. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to chat with us. And Christina Chris from the band Kaleido. Make sure you check out all of the little links and all that crap down below. Subscribe to our channel and subscribe to everybody else's channels too. Does Z93 have a YouTube channel or
Z93 has an Instagram, they have a Facebook, and they have a website as well. So.
Okay, we've got the website and we got the Facebook that is in the links down below too. So,
there's an Instagram channel site too. So.
Okay, all right, awesome. Well, thank you so much tonight, Ron. And also, just to remind everybody, we do produce podcasts here. If you want to produce your own podcast, contact us today, 231-534-4909. And we're not going to charge out the ass, man. Well, if you've got a message and you want to get it out there, we can help you get onto iTunes. We can get you onto Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher. I mean, the whole yada, yada, yada. Once I write up the RSS feed, that thing can go anywhere. It spreads like friggin' herpes. And then also, New Leonard Media Studios. If you want to record something in this area, you want to, use some of the great equipment that Mr. Marcus has got set up back here, do it. Contact him, man. Just go to his website, newleonard.com, and contact him today. Want to remind everybody, too, to if you happen to be suffering from an addiction in any way, if you have any types of an addiction or a loved one has an addiction and you want to try to get them off, or maybe get them off. Jeez, I say the wrongest shit sometimes, man. If you need to help them get off of the addiction, and maybe you get yourself off of the addiction as well. God, that even sounds wrong. It's like, no, I can't even say anything right now.
No, you got it.
If you want to kick the shit, all right? If you don't want to do it anymore, contact us. We will help point you in the right direction. Send us an email at southofthestraits@gmail.com, or you can even call that phone number, 231-534-4909. All right, I gotta pull up some of this music here so that we can get everything all closed up for the show, and then go about our day. Thank you once again, Ron, from Ron and Raymer, Z93 in the mornings, man. Very cool for you to come in here today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you, man. And we look forward to not next week. We're taking next week off. We are taking, it's Christmas and whatnot. It's time to get festive. So we're taking next week off. Oh, Mike Barnes says hi. Mike Barnes.
Yeah, I know Mike Barnes.
Big Mike. Big Mike says hi. Yeah.
Mike's a good dude.
So does Jeremy and everybody else that was tuning in tonight.
Somebody said party in my hotel room. Yeah, if you want to see me naked,
okay.
Come on over.
This is your chance, folks. Go check it out, man. You're gonna see him naked. It was a fun show tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Next week, as I said, we're taking off. However, the following week in studio here. Oh, you know what, Ron? Before I forget this, I've got gifts for you, Ron.
Ooh, nice.
I've got all kinds of things here. This is your own Becoming Human sticker.
Nice.
Band out of Gaylord. Do you ever hear of the Becoming Humans?
I have.
Yeah, they were great. They're no longer together, but I do have a CD for you
great.
of Becoming Human.
Awesome.
Some stickers, Messy Face and Liquor Box. Stickers and a CD from DJ Illogic. So I'm going to give those to you tonight. You can take those home with you. Do what you wish with them. I mean, maybe they'd be a good coaster or whatever you want to do.
I'll give the gift of music to the neighbors.
There you go.
Turn it up loud.
Yes, crank it. But we're going to have Frankie James. Frankie James from Frankie James Direct is going to be in the studio here on the 30th. So make sure that you tune back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, folks. We're taking next week off. It's time to take 1 week off. We haven't done it in a long time. So take care, everybody. Spay and neuter your pets, whatever you want to do. I don't care. All right. See you later, folks. It's been a good night. Bye-bye.
The podcast, you got to listen with your mama. The podcast, you got to listen with your papa. The podcast, you got to listen with your daughter. You turn the volume up and then listen a little harder. The podcast gonna make the booty jiggle. The podcast gonna make the people giggle. The podcast, yeah, we sending out the signal. Original music, yeah, we'll write a little jingle. We realize that we want to start a fire. Michigan music scene, taking it higher. Listen to the podcast, make it wiser. Shine so bright that you're gonna need a visor. South of the Straits, south of the Straits, south of the Straits, now. South of the Straits, south of the Straits, now. South of the Straits, south of the Straits, now. Every Sunday, gonna listen to the podcast.
South of the Straits now. Yeah. South of the Straits now. South of the Straits now. 729. Better listen every Sunday. Oh, yeah.
Wow, listen to South of the Straits, brother.